Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm Angel PT, and for today what I have here surprisingly is Dota 2. So I'm running Dota 2 completely maxed out. I know that this is in Portuguese, but I can assure you that it's maxed out. The only thing is disabled is VSync, okay, but all the rest it's completely maxed out. And so you might ask why the hell I'm doing the video of Dota 2 when this game was released a lot of time ago. All the people knows how this game plays. So, and there is ton of videos on the YouTube. Well, I'm doing the video mostly because a user and I believe subscriber of my channel had asked if I could make a video of Dota 2. I believe it was related to the laptop, but I usually cover both machines, so I do about the desktop and the laptop. And he made a good point, because I replied to him something like, okay, Dota 2 exists a long time ago, all the people knows how this game plays, there is a lot of videos on YouTube about this game, so why should I do another video about Dota 2? And he said, well, because, you know, the engines got updates, and there is a massive amount of updates, and the game don't run in the same way as the most of the videos of the YouTube, because most of the videos of the YouTube it's the first version of the game or at the release time. And so because of that I decided, okay, so you got a good point, I will make the video. So there you go, this is Dota 2 with the performance that you can expect from nowadays and not from the launch time, okay? And surprisingly, I was expecting that I could run this game always above 60, but surprisingly not. The game runs above 60 with no problems most of the time. But when you have a lot of minions on screen and a lot of enemies and effects going around, the game just drops to 50s and sometimes even lower than 50 FPS. I was investigating the problem and it seems that to be bottleneck, because the GPU never reaches 100% or even close to it, so it seems that might be CPU. I noticed that the game was running at DirectX 9 and I thought that could be the limitation. I installed the Vulkan and I tried the game either with DirectX 11, because you can boot the game with DirectX 11 or a Vulkan. You just need to add it to the startup options of the game, and for the Vulkan you need to download some extra files. But unfortunately Vulkan was a kind of disappointment on my system. The Vulkan had a little bit of extra stuttering and the frame rate was not better. Same goes for DirectX 11. The difference is that DirectX 11 was smooth comparing to Vulkan, but the frame rate was in the same league as the DirectX 9. So performance is pretty much the same, and I decided to just benchmark with the default, which is DirectX 9A, because the performance is fairly the same to the DirectX 11 and Vulkan just adds stuttering. So one of the things that I want to point out is that I just made this video for benchmarking. I don't play Dota. I don't like MOBAs, especially with this isometric camera. I suck completely at it. But anyway, I decided to make the video. So you can expect, what can you expect from the rest of the video is mostly just some selected sequences of the most demanding parts that I have during a 1 hour match. And that's pretty much it. And again, in the end of the video you will have the results without recording, with FPS graphs. Anyway, if you just want to know the minimum, average and max frames without recording, you can check on the description of the video. So that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
I hunt. I could eat a diatom. Forward. By the moon. You swim against the tide.
Missing bottom.
On the hunt. You can't hide. Yes!
Top is missing.
Running won't help. Access middle is missing! I surge. The tide moves. To battle. My friend.
Missing bottom.
To tide me over. No escape. Middle is missing. I surge. Chums in the water.
Missing bottom.
By the moon.
Top is missing.
The tide moves. Out of mana. Middle is missing. I hunt. Forward. Tide racked. Yes. To battle. By the moon. To battle. Not enough mana. To the bottom I go. Moves. I could eat a nautilus. Amphibious assault. A tiny sum. A good path. I hunt you down. I go.
That's
By the moon. My life ends.
Shot, right?
Hello boys and girls, welcome to the performance section of the video. So this was the results without recording with the maximum settings, with a match that took me almost 1 hour. So the minimum frame was 43 and the average was 68 and the maximum of 99. So as you can see, the game really goes a lot of times under 60. That is what it seems. due to the CPU, but I'm not sure that is if it is something related to AMD or not. Anyway, 43% of the frames was lower than 60, which is almost half of the game lower than 60. Okay, and dropping the settings, I guess it might not really work so well, since this is mostly a CPU problem. So the game used 1 GB of VRAM, which means that if you have the 1 GB version of the HD 7850, the game will have no problems at all. Okay, the RAM usage was around 3.2 GB, so if you have 4 GB of RAM, might not be any problem at all. So if you have 4 GB of RAM, I believe you can play Dota 2 with no problems, since you don't have too much stuff in the background open. CPU usage was between the 40 and 65%, and there it goes, the bottleneck. The GPU usage was between the 70 and 90% without recording. So that's all I want to talk about Dota 2 in 2017. Hope you did enjoy the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.